But I'm damn sure not saying he needs to be indicted. This is bullshit. This is a personal vendetta for her. Right? The little bit of fraud that both sides are doing is very nominal, it's small, right? Generally speaking, the elections are fair. I'm gonna show you how it's fair.
All right, it looks like we're getting closer and closer to an indictment down in Georgia for Mr. Trump. How you feel about it?
Oh, man. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I think it's weird that we're going around indicting our leaders, you know, Trump. Whether somebody likes him or not doesn't matter. He was the president of the United States. And one thing about this country is we have no respect, you know? I don't know. The things that he's indicted for, let me pull it up. First and foremost, I think he's being indicted. I mean, look at the timing of it. It's pretty obvious. Like, they don't want him to run for president. It's hard to say who would be the guy right now because, I mean, shit, Slim Pickens out there. Joe Biden shouldn't, I'm not gonna say he shouldn't, I don't know. But it just seems he's too old. The man seems old, right?
Definitely.
Decrepit, like he's patched together. Like it's like a joke. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But back to this indictment with Trump. So Trump and 18 other co-defendants have been ordered to voluntarily surrender to Fulton County Police. Oh, come on, man. This is crazy. He's supposed to turn himself in this Friday.
Right.
In Atlanta, in the ATL. I'm gonna be in Atlanta at the same time, so I'm gonna go bail him out real quick. Let's see, 19 defendants, including Trump, are charged with the RICO racketeering under Georgia's RICO Act, which ties together criminal, blah, 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 blah. This is why, look, I don't like this RICO shit. The RICO was brought about to bring down John Gotti and the mafia, right? Because they were smart. They never did any of their crimes in a way that they never talked about anything on the phones. They never, you know, certain things like that. So you couldn't get John Gotti on anything. I think they got him on tax evasion. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And the RICO, that's when the conspiracy came out for charges, right? So conspiracy, I know people that got hit with this shit. Bro, conspiracy, they don't have to prove anything. They just need a snitch. And look at what's problematic about this. The snitches are snitching to get a lighter sentence. So this is a criminal. You're taking his word to bring down another person, right?
Right.
And give him a slap on the wrist for, you know, whether he's honest or not. You know, you can't trust this person's character. It's a criminal, right? So it's just bizarre. It shows that we do not have a justice system. We have a legal system. There's laws. You kind of argue it. Whoever can argue it properly, then they win. But it's not about what's fair or just. It's not justice at all, right? So now here we are, re-elections coming up. These, I'm gonna call them in the office, don't want a strong man at the helm. You know what I mean? And Trump is that. He represents that, right? I'm not aligned with nobody politically. I don't give a fuck, right? I am aligned with the tax breaks that I get under Trump. I got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it doesn't matter. I'm not voting for him or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in none of these people. You know what I'm saying? I believe in myself, my community, my family, and we do what we got to do, right? So it's not like I'm sitting here defending him, but I'm damn sure not saying he needs to be indicted. This is bullshit. This is stupid, man. And it's this chick, Fani Willis. Now, this is interesting. Fani Willis, the DA, she got some shady issues with her. She's the same DA that is prosecuting Thugger, King Slime, Young Thug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy that got killed, right? Who's part of one of these gangs, right? She was dating him, word on the streets, right? People in Atlanta, those who know. And everyone's saying, yo, it's crazy that there's images of her and the guy's mother. And the reason she's going after Thug so hard is because she thinks he has something to do with that guy's murder, his death. So this is a personal vendetta for her. This is foul, right? She's the same woman going after Trump. Now, I think she might be biting off more than what she can chew with both of these cases. And it might turn around and bite her in the ass. It might be a detriment to her, you know, because once you start fucking with the wrong people, shit gonna start getting dug up on your past, right?
Right.
Now, this is interesting. The year that she was dating him, right? If you go to her Facebook, someone's done this already. Everything's been deleted. So that entire year, there's no post. There's posts up to that year, and then after that year. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about, bro? Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So this fucking lady lost her mind. She's doing wild shit. RICO, I never even heard of a state RICO case. It's supposed to be a federal situation. So how Georgia's doing it as a state is fucking crazy. Yeah. So the actual charges is things like they're charging him with harassing and threatening Georgia election workers based on false accusation in an effort to influence testimonies of witnesses, tampering with county voting machines, the scheme to get 16 fake electors in Georgia to cast fraudulent electoral college votes for Trump, efforts to get Georgia officials to invalidate or nullify the will of Georgia voters by finding votes that did not exist. Now, here's the thing. Did he do this? Probably so. Probably so. But I'm gonna tell you what, when the US presidency is on the line, everybody's fucking cheating.
Right.
Everybody's cheating, right? Both sides is trying to do whatever they can do. And here's the thing. We have a pretty legit system of checks and balances in this country, right? There's red tape, a million steps to get to anything done, right? Bureaucracy out the woodwork. So despite the little bit of fraud that both sides are doing, is very nominal, it's small, right? Generally speaking, the elections are fair. I'm gonna show you how it's fair. Look at the elections in Venezuela, right? In their most recent election, right? Something like 30% of the people showed up to vote, for one. Only 30%, right?
Right.
And out of that, Maduro, the fucking dictator that's in there right now, he won by 70%. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Nobody wins like that, right?
Right.
In America, it's always 49, 41.
51.
Either way. I'm sorry. In America, it's always 49, 51. Either way. It's split down the middle. It's razor thin. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're fighting for the little percentiles, so it don't matter. Half the country wants one guy, half the country wants the other guy, right? So, and it's always that close. You've never had anything even remotely close to these other places.
Right.
So our system is fair for the most part. The cheating that both sides are doing, for a fact, is
Cancel
not
each other out.
Yeah, it's inconsequential. So now you got, well, we're a bigger snitch and we're getting him in trouble. This is bullshit. It's stupid.
Do you think the timing is interesting, considering we got round 2 of the scamdemic?
Scamdemic. Yeah. That. Here's the thing. This is what I predict. Are they talking about lockdowns again?
Yep. Coming
Not
in
happening.
December.
Not happening. American people ain't with that shit no more. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, everybody listening. I live in Southern California, right? I live in Orange County. Now, everybody's talking about how California was locked down, and a lot of California was, right? Up in Northern California, Sacramento, all those areas, and then parts of LA, like Los Angeles County, right? But here's the thing. We weren't. Everybody was like, fuck it. We're not gonna close. Businesses was like, we're not closing shit. People was like, we're not staying inside. And there was nothing they could do about it. And we were fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if everybody stayed in accordance to that, look, we're Americans. We are the original bad boy rebels, right? Our system is built in a way to protect us from tyranny, right? Mm-hmm. That's why there's no centralized power here, right? Each state, each county, each town has its own government. You feel me? So we're sovereign in that sense, but people are acting like we're not. Look, first of all, people in America need to quit complaining. This is the richest nation on this planet, right? The resources that we have are ridiculous, right? People complaining about the money being sent to not Yugoslavia, but Ukraine. Let me address that. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Y'all don't know nothing about what's going on for real, right? Listen, we are fighting a proximity war, right? We've done this in the 80s. Mm-hmm. We've done this many times, you know what I'm saying? The last one It was the USSR. I'll give y'all a history lesson. The USSR was a superpower. United States of America was a superpower. It was USA versus United Soviet Socialist Republic, whatever you should call it, right? Mega fucking big, mega fucking powerful, right? Now, if I got a lot of money, right? We on the streets and I got beef with somebody, it would behoove me to pay somebody to go over there and fuck my enemies up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep me kind of clean, right? Keep me healthy and alive and not war torn, right? So this is exactly what we did with Afghanistan, with the Taliban.
Yep.
Those were our guys. We trained them. We armed them, right? To fight the USSR. And guess what? It won. It worked. So that was called the Cold War. Give me y'all a history lesson. That we won. It was us and USSR. USSR is no more. Broken up into a bunch of little tiny places, little countries, decentralized, right? Now, since then, Russia has been doing their thing to get back up to a place of prominence, and under the direction of Putin, they've done that, right? So it's in the United States. People be talking so much shit, right, here in America. Listen, we're sending money. Do I support this shit? No, I'm not with any of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me give y'all the facts. It's not to fuck up this country. You know what I'm saying? It's to keep us in a position of power, right? It's to get Ukraine into NATO, which is against what they agreed upon. But who does anything honorable on a global scale anyway? Nobody, right?
Right.
So quit acting super like we're an ethical country. We're not, right? So they want Ukraine to get into NATO. Ukraine borders Russia, right? And Russia got them nukes. They got them nukes. They second in the world to us.
Right.
You feel me? So that can be a problem for us, a big problem. So it's in our best interest to fight this proximity war and to win it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's take all that off the table. And keep in mind, this is for the embetterment of America, right? Should we be in war? No, I don't believe in war at all. Like I'm not gonna say I don't believe in it. I don't like war, but it's fucking necessary because that's what everybody does. That's how we govern the world, is with war, with violence.
Right.
You know, which is really up, but that's human nature, right? Now, we have a ton of money here. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of money just sitting, waiting on people to access it. But what are they doing? They're getting on the internet talking shit about some shit they don't know about. We're sending all this money over there, we're not doing nothing here. Like, okay, it's plenty here, right?
Yeah.
Fill out for SBA loans, for Pell grants, for whatever. Anybody can work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much resources here, and people want to complain about all the shit that they think is broken. Here's the thing. No one should complain, right? People, each individual should be the example of what they think should be what life and what being an ethical person is. Be that. If everybody's being that, we'll be good and things would be fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But people are not doing that. They just sitting around getting fat, eating, talking shit, getting drunk, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And got opinions. Like, keep talking, keep opinionating yourself. Like, it's not doing anything productive for you. But anyway, that was a long ass rant, bruh. But yeah, so Trump's being indicted on all this bullshit, and it's bullshit. Straight up.